なる王国の歴史は太古の昔から幾度もガーモンという名の厄災に見舞われてきた歴史。
今こそ話そう。100年前何があったのか。
ゼルダの伝説、ブレス・オブ・ザ・ワイルド。
The hype train has no brakes, folks. That's right, we got ourselves another new trailer for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This commercial aired in Japan sometime last night, and it mostly contains footage that we've seen before. However, there are 2 new shots and a slight extension to something that we saw previously. It was actually pretty late last night by the time this news hit the internet, so while normally I would have been all over this, I figured it was better just to wait until today to talk about it. That being said, let's start by looking at this extended scene, shall we? It really isn't all that special, to be totally honest. All we see is just a longer look at our Rito friend flying up towards the giant airship. Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure we now know all the names of these characters. The Japanese Breath of the Wild website added a new section detailing several of the characters. So this Rito is actually called Revali, the Zora lady is called Mipha, and the Goron is called Daruk. It's possible that they could change these names in the English version of the game, but I can't recall if Nintendo has ever done that with any other Zelda game, so I'm willing to bet they will be the same. Also, this is something I find pretty interesting. On the Japanese website, there was a giant banner that appeared when you first loaded the site. Unfortunately, I went back to the website today to check it out further, and it's no longer there. While it was up on the website though, I did try to translate it via Google Translate. And as far as I could tell, I believe it was an advertisement for a Japanese TV show in which they were planning to show off more of the game. Again, I do apologize for not getting any footage of this when I originally saw it, but if we happen to see some new footage of the game within like the next couple of days, it's probably safe to assume it would have come from whatever that announcement was. Anyway, back to the trailer. You probably were able to pick up the new scenes as I was talking, but in case you missed them, the first is Link diving off this giant cliffside into a large body of water. If you take a second to examine the area, you can see a weird sign-looking thing behind Link, and off in the distance a dock or port of sorts, and it doesn't look like it's made of anything natural. In fact, it looks more metallic if you ask me. Not only that, but the body of water Link is diving into appears to be closed off. Now, I've seen people online speculate that this could be Zora's domain, but I'm not entirely convinced myself, so I'll let you guys use your own digression on that one. Then, of course, we come to the reason I made this video in the first place. This shot of Link running alongside a giant dragon. First off, this thing looks amazing. It actually does remind me a lot of Volvagia from Ocarina of Time, and I know I'm not the first to say that. However, I highly doubt it is Volvagia, since Aonuma already confirmed this game does take place after Ocarina of Time, so we can only assume that since Link does kill Volvagia in that game, this dragon isn't him. I have to admit though, it would be pretty cool to see a Volvagia-like dragon team up with Link. Despite the Zelda manga not being canon, if you did read the manga based on Ocarina of Time, you would know that Volvagia used to be Link's pet, if you will, which makes his death a little more tragic in Ocarina of Time. That being said, this is likely a boss if anything else, although it's hard to say because from this scene it doesn't really appear to be attacking Link. I'd love to think that perhaps the dragon is friendly and maybe it's currently helping Link fight some enemies that are off screen, but I doubt that's the case. Regardless, we are now just about 10 days away from both the release of Breath of the Wild and the Nintendo Switch, so the hype levels are reaching critical mass. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take if I'm being totally honest, but I'm ready, man. I am so ready to play this game, you have no idea. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end things off for this video, so as always, I'd love to get your thoughts and opinions on these new scenes. Where do you think Link was diving into, and what do you think about that dragon? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more of my videos, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.